Hey folks, Mike here from Ollie, and today I want to tell you all about the new and improved Ollie Pro dashboard, your one-stop command center for building beautiful, responsive websites with the Ollie block theme and the Ollie Pro plugin. Now, if you've been following along with our other videos, you know that we're all about making WordPress site building faster, easier, and more intuitive. Well, with Ollie Pro 2.0, we're taking that philosophy to a whole new level. We're giving you 3 new powerful tools to get your site up and running in literally a few minutes. We've got a completely revamped setup wizard that guides you through every step of setting up your site. We have ready to go starter sites that do all the heavy lifting for you, and a one-click child theme creator for developers who want to make custom code changes. These tools are designed to work together seamlessly, letting you go from a blank WordPress install to a fully configured, beautiful website in record time. All right, let's hop in and check out what's new in Ollie Pro 2.0. First up, we have the Site Setup Wizard. This guided process walks you through each step of configuring your site, from setting up your colors and typography to creating essential pages. If you've used our previous setup wizard, you'll find this new version even more powerful and definitely more intuitive. Let's walk through setting up our site from scratch. All right, here I am in the Ollie Pro dashboard, and we're going to run through the site setup wizard. But first, I'm going to log into my Ollie Pro account so that I can unlock all of the awesome Ollie Pro features and pattern designs. Now that I'm signed in, let's go ahead and hop into the site wizard. There's a few ways of getting in there. You can use this link in the header. There's a card on the dashboard page, and also we have a sidebar link. So right away, we just have a quick message, getting started message, and let's click the Start Setup Wizard. And the first step is installing some essential plugins. Now we need plugins like the icon block, which we use throughout our page and pattern designs. And you can see the Ollie Pro has detected that we already have these installed so that we do not have to install them. And we have an advanced plugin tab. This is some more advanced plugins that are helpful for people who are building more advanced websites or just building a lot of block-based sites. These tools will be helpful to those folks, but we don't need those for this demo. So we're going to go ahead and click continue. All right, now that we have those plugins installed, we can start to create some pages to work with. By default, everyone gets the Ollie block theme pages that come with the theme. We have some really nice pages to work with there. And you can see I can click and zoom in and see these pages in higher detail. But for the Ollie Pro users, we have a whole collection of pages. You can click and see all of these awesome designs that we have. And all of these pages have dozens and dozens of patterns associated with them. So there's just a huge collection of responsive designs to work with. I'm going to go ahead and create some pages from the agency collection. Let's grab a home page, an about page, product page, and a pricing page. And click create pages and continue. And now we've created those pages, we can start to apply them to our site. And you can see we have a live preview of our site here. Right now it's just showing the default blog grid here, but we can change that. We'll click a custom page and let's select that home page that we just created. And you can see we have that nice, beautiful home page with our blocks and our icons and our colors. Everything's looking great. And let's go ahead and choose a blog page. Now, we didn't select a blog page to create, so that's not a problem. We have a button down here to create a blog page automatically for us. And if we click that, it will create it, no problem. And we'll just use that for our blog. Let's move on. All right, now we can choose our color palette. So as you can see here, again, we have a live preview. We can see the colors being applied. We can choose one of our predefined color palettes that come with Ollie. We have some really beautiful color palettes. There's an orange, there's a green, and all of these have secondary and tertiary colors that just have nice, beautiful color palettes. But maybe we have our own brand color that we want to use instead. So we can come down here and click generate our own palette. And let's select a really punchy pink color here. And you can see it automatically generated a whole color palette based on our one brand color. So we don't need to think about our other colors. We can use the one color and Ollie Pro will automatically generate that. And you can see that it's applied these colors to our site. It's nice, cohesive, it looks great, and it just feels good. So let's go ahead and continue now. Our next step is choosing some typography. We have several different typography options in here, everything from sans serifs to serifs. We have some really just clean and beautiful fonts. You can see we have some really nice, funky serif fonts here. I'm going to go ahead and choose DM Sans. I think it's a really clean font, and save and continue. And now we can choose our page layout. So our default page and our default post layouts, maybe I want a sidebar on my page. I can do that. There's a left sidebar, a right sidebar. Maybe we'll go with a right sidebar. And for our blog post, we can do the same. Maybe we want a wide blog post or a left sidebar on the blog post. Let's go ahead and do that. And then we can choose what kind of blog layout we want. By default, it's a grid, but you can have a list view where the posts are stacked on top of each other. We're just going to keep it with the grid view. All right, now finally we can set up a header and footer. So you can see here, if I click these different header options, we can see a few different styles of header. This one has a nice call to action bar at the top with a call to action button. Let's go ahead and use that one. And I can choose between a light and a dark color for the header or footer. Let's go ahead and go with the light one because it's really clean. Same with the footer. We can choose a few different styles. I kind of like the centered one, and similarly, we can choose a dark or a light one. I'm going to go with the light one here. And just like that, our site is ready to go. So we ran through all those steps. Let's go ahead and click this View Your Site button. And you can see it's just like we saw in the preview. It's the exact same page, fully customized, ready to go. We can customize this further. We can hop in and start editing our content. We have our About page. Everything just looks really cool. Our color palette's just really popping. Our pricing page ready to go, ready to add our products. And that's it. That's how easy it was to get the site set up and customized to our liking. Now, say you've run through this and you're like, you know what? I think I have second thoughts about maybe the styles that I set up, and maybe you just want to reset it to scratch. We have a button down here that says Reset Ollie Settings, and you can come in and reset the styles and settings and any templates that we applied and reset all of that. Now, if I go back to my site and refresh it, you'll see I lose that custom header we set. I lose the custom typography. We're back to the default styles and typography and everything that we had at the very beginning. So that's a quick way of kind of resetting and restarting, and just a quick way of modifying your site. So that's it. That's the Ollie Pro Site Setup Wizard. That's how easy it is to set up your site. I hope you enjoy it. Next up, we have starter sites. This is a game changer for anyone who wants to hit the ground running. Ollie starter sites are pre-configured sites that automatically install necessary plugins, create pages, apply templates, and set up your styles automatically, saving you hours of work. Let's walk through setting up a site from scratch using starter sites. All right, here I am in the Ollie Pro dashboard again, and now we're going to set up a site from scratch using the Ollie Pro starter sites. So starter sites are similar to the site setup wizard in that they help you configure styles and pages and templates, but instead of going step by step through each step in the setup wizard, starter sites does everything for you automatically. So it will create the pages, apply the templates, apply the styles, and apply the colors all in one click. And so let's check out how that works. I want to install the agency starter site, just like we went through the starter site or the setup wizard with agency. We're going to go ahead and use that here as well. So you can see the pages that we're going to install. These are all included with this starter site. So let's go ahead and click the import button, and it tells us what is going to happen. It's going to install the plugins, it's going to create pages, apply some templates, and update the color and typography. And there's going to give you a little warning here that it's going to override your site templates, so just be careful of that. Let's click import. And after a few seconds, you can see that it says our site is ready. We have a few different options of what to do next. Let's go ahead and view our site real quick. And you can see here we have this really cool style applied. This is our blog page. And if we click into a post, you can see we have these really cool styles applied, and you can see all of these pages that were created for us automatically. Now, what we can do next is, because see our homepage is still set to a blog, what we can do next is run this site now through the setup wizard if we want, or just go change a few settings. So I'm going to go to the homepage and blog section. And let's go ahead and select the homepage that we created to be our homepage. And we'll keep the blog as our blog. So now when I click refresh, you can see I have a nice, beautiful homepage to start working with. So I was able to apply these styles, create all these pages, apply these templates in one click. Now, if you want to, say you want to undo those and maybe you want to go with a different style or maybe run a different starter site, we have an option here to reset that. We have a reset Ollie settings button, and you can come in here and click reset the styles settings and reset the Ollie templates. And that will effectively reset all of the styles back to the defaults, all the colors, palettes back to the defaults, and it will remove any custom templates applied. So that's just a quick way of kind of undoing and kind of giving you a fresh slate to start with. So that is the Ollie Pro starter sites feature. I hope you enjoy it. For the developers out there who want to make code customizations, we've included a child theme creator. This tool lets you safely make changes to your theme without worrying about losing those customizations during theme updates. All right, here I am in the Ollie Pro dashboard again, and we're going to create a child theme. So let's see how quick and easy it is to create a child theme. I'm going to click in the sidebar, create child theme. And we have a little introduction about child themes and whether or not you need them. Generally speaking, these days, most people don't need a child theme if you're working with block themes, since these customizations that you're making to your theme can generally happen live in the editor and exist in the database. But there is still a use case for child themes, and for those folks who want to use them, we've built this tool in here that makes it super easy to do it. Now, a quick note, if you are going to use a child theme with your block themes, you want to make sure to create it right away before you start working on your site, because when you're writing full site editing changes and global style changes to your theme, they get written to the theme name. They're associated with the theme name. So if you start working on your site and then halfway through you activate a child theme, you're going to lose half of that work because it's kind of associated with the other theme. So if you're going to use a child theme, create it right away and you'll be set. Let's go ahead and create one. I'm going to create one called Mike's child theme. And the rest of the fields are optional, but we can go ahead and just put some in here. This is Mike's custom child theme. And that'll be good. And let's go ahead and create and activate our child theme. You can see here, it's going to give us the details of the child theme that was created. We get a little notice that was created. And then if I flip over to the themes page and refresh it, you'll see that we have Mike's child theme is activated and ready to go. So now I can go ahead and hop into the code side of developing my site if I want, make some changes, add some custom functions, customize templates on the code side, and all of that will be safe and secure. When Ollie updates, you will not lose those changes. So that's how easy it is to create a child theme in Ollie Pro. This is just the start of what's possible with Ollie Pro 2.0 and the Ollie block theme. We're constantly working on new features and improvements to make your site building experience even better in WordPress. Combined with our extensive library of responsive patterns and page designs, Ollie is quickly becoming the go-to solution for building websites with modern WordPress. All right, folks, that's all we have time for this video. Be sure to check out our other tutorials where we dive deeper into specific features of Ollie and Ollie Pro. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you in the next one.